Feel the parts of the body resting on the mat. Notice the difference in sensation between the parts of the body touching the mat and those that are not. Follow the rise and fall of your breath. And feel the breath move from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And from the crown of your head to the base of your spine with the exhalation. Feel the coolness of the air as you inhale through your nose. And as you exhale out through the nose, feel the warmth. And take a few breaths, feeling the temperature of the air as it enters and as it exits the body. Feel the temperature in the room. Notice the sounds, the smells, the taste, the light behind your eye. And then let the tongue float to the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth, to help release the jaws. And then bend your index fingers and make little hooks and bring your fingers to the base of your hairline at your forehead. And draw the fingers from the center of the forehead out to the temple. And slowly move the fingers down towards the eyebrow line as you draw the hands out towards the temple. And just do that for a few more moves. It helps to quiet your mind. Helps to set aside all those things that we have floating around in our mind. Whether it's making a list of the things to do, or thinking about activities for the weekend. It helps. And then take your first two fingers, bring them to your temples, and make some circles around your temples, again, applying a little bit of pressure. And then pause, go the other way. And then slide the fingers down to where your jaws come together, and then make the circles there as well. Helping to release any tension that you might hold in the jaws. And then go in the opposite direction. And pause, and then just bring your arms back down by your side. Let the skin on your face be soft. Release any tension that you might be holding in your forehead or around your eyes. With the eyes closed, lift your eyes up to 12 o'clock. Make some circles with your eyes. And then pause, lift the eyes to 12 and take them in the opposite direction. And then pause. Lift your eyes to 12 o'clock. Take them over to 9. Let them dance across to 3. And let them rest at 6. Lift them up to 12. Take them to 3. Slide them over to 9. And let them rest at 6 for a moment, as if looking inward. And then let the eyes float back to the center. Bring your palms together and rub the palms together. Bring your hands to rest at your abdomen. And once your hands are settled, just notice how they're placed. Feel their weight. Perhaps feel the heat from your hands transferring onto your skin. With each of your inhalations, isolate your breath. Let the breath belly rise up into your palms. And then exhale. Inhale, let the belly rise up without pushing. And then exhale. Just take a few more breaths, keeping the breath isolated in the belly. Bring your hands to rest at your rib cage. And again, take a moment just to feel your hands as they're placed at the ribs. As we always do, bring the awareness to the hands and the ribs. And as you breathe in, spread your ribs wide. And then exhale. Isolate your breath in the rib cage. Think about breathing horizontally. And then exhale. And take some more breaths, breathing into your diaphragm, expanding and contracting the diaphragm and the ribs. And then bring your hands to rest at the center of the chest. Isolate the breath underneath your hands. Let the chest lift up into your palms with your inhalation. And as you exhale, let the hands follow the chest on the exhalation. Inhale, draw the breath in, lift the chest into your palms, spread the collarbones wide, and exhale. And just continue breathing into the chest. Now take one hand back down to your abdomen. You can leave a hand at your chest or at your ribs. And as we practice the 3-part breath, remember, this really is one breath that you just draw in 3 separate pieces. So we begin by taking a breath into the belly, from the belly to the ribs, from the ribs to the chest. Pause at the top of the breath and exhale in one breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Pause and exhale. Take a few more 3-part breaths. And then release your arms down by your sides. If your knees are bent out to the sides, you can bring them flat to the floor or keep them extended. And just let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And now let's all bring the feet flat to the floor with your feet about hip distance apart. Gently sway your legs from side to side. And then extend the legs out long, take your arms up overhead and stretch your arms out and press out through the soles of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Reach the arms up, take them all the way behind you. Stretch the body. And then exhale. Inhale, reach up. Take the fingers to the wall behind you and press the soles out to the wall in front of you. And then release the legs, bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide and then bring them together. Spread the fingers and bring them together and spread the fingers and bring them together. And then open And close your hands. Make a loose fist and then make circles with your wrists. And pause, go the other way. And pause. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Point your fingers down. Wave your hands up and down to open the front and back of your wrists. And then bring your palms to face one another. Shrug your shoulders up as you reach your fingertips towards the ceiling, and then bring them back down. Shrug the shoulders up and stretch the back of the shoulder blades apart, and then bring them back down. Feel them come together. And then reach up and stretch. Exhale and lower. Fold your arms and take them behind you. Take a couple of breaths here. Take a moment to scan the body. Take your legs to the right corner of your mat. Draw the arms over to the right and press out through the soles of your feet. And then walk back through the middle. Take the legs to the left corner of your mat. Bring your right arm next to your ear. Draw the arms to the left and press out through the soles of your feet. And then come back to the middle. With your exhale, bring the folded arms up. Lower them to hover just above your ribs. Make some circles with your arms. Slide your arms to the left and look right. And then slide your arms right and look left. Stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Take them all the way behind you. Point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your side. With your toes pointed to the ceiling, scrunch and spread your toes. Point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And then pause, go the other way. Bring your big toes together and then windshield wipe the legs. Slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. Bend your knees and either press yourself up to sit or roll to one side and come up to sit on your mat with your legs out long. And just bring your hands forward. Keep the head, neck, and spine all on the same plane. Just letting the back open up a little bit from being on the floor. And then come back up. Bend your knees. Take your feet about a little wider than hip distance. And then take your arms and reach through. Press down through your fingertips or your palms and round your back. And then extend the legs long and come forward again. And bend your knees. Reach the arms through, press down through the fingertips around your back. And then extend the legs and hinge forward. And one last time, bend your knees. Bring the arms through, press down around your back. And then extend the legs. And then come back up and cross your right leg and your left leg. Take your blocks and bring them to the center of your mat. So you might need 2 blocks. And then just come forward, let your forehead rest. And then walk yourself up. Take your feet flat to the floor and just gently rock your knees from side to side. And then cross the left leg and the right leg. And slide forward. Bring your forehead to your block. Walk yourself up. You can set the blocks aside, bring your feet to the floor, rock your knees. And then extend the legs, take them a little about hip distance apart, and windshield wipe the legs, again to free up your hips a little. I don't know about you, but that crossed leg is going forward and but come on. All right, going back down onto and there could be things that make me feel good. So with your knees on the knees pointed to the ceiling, feet flat on the floor, lift your hips up just a bit, slide the buttock flush down towards your heels, and then walk your hands down towards your feet. You can use the sides of your mat or your blanket if you want. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat by doing the pelvic tilt. Then release, press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release, press your feet, press your back into the mat. And release, draw your knees into your chest and gently rock them in and out. And then keep your knees hugged in, take them about as flat as your shoulders and rock from side to side. Then hold on behind your knees, bring your feet flat up towards the ceiling, point and flex your feet. Make some circles. Go the other way. And stretch the legs up. And bring them in close. Stretch your legs up. Bring them in. And stretch the legs up. Press your thighs into your hands. Draw back gently against your thighs with your hands. And press out through the balls of your feet. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to your ankles. Let your elbows rest on the inner thigh. And then bring your feet to the floor. Press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release. Draw your knees into your chest, gently rock in and out. And let your knees fall away. Cross the left ankle over the right. Separate your knees. Make circles around the low back and sacrum. And then hug your knees in. Let the knees fall away. Recross the ankles. Make circles in the other direction. And then bring the knees into the chest. Rock them in and out. Keep the knees hugged in. And then rock from side to side. Bring your feet to the floor. Extend your legs and extend your arm. Stretch your body. And then bring your left thigh in and rock the left leg in and out. Keep your thigh at your ribs and bring the left knee over to your right shoulder. And then bring the left knee over to the left shoulder. Hold on to the top of your knee, let it fall away, make circles with your left hip. And pause, go the other way. Hug your thigh in towards your ribs. Reach the leg up, and once again, press your thigh into your hands. Draw the hands back against the thigh. Bend and straighten your leg. And then press your leg up. Put a soft bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. And then keep your thigh at your ribs. Walk your hands up towards your ankle or your shin, and then stretch the back of your left leg. Bring your left foot to your right knee. Take a block and bring it out to the side of your right hip. And then take the left knee over to the right. Now extend your left leg and let the left calf rest on the block. Press out through the bottom of your right foot. You may feel a nice deep stretch in your outer hip and in your glute muscles. And then bend the left knee, come back to the center, lower the left knee out to the left side. And just pause here with your arms by your sides. Gently flex your right foot like we're standing in tree pose. And then extend both arms and legs. Stretch the body, take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring the right thigh in and rock your right thigh in and out. And then bring your thigh into your chest. Bring your right knee over towards your left shoulder. Bring the right knee towards the right shoulder. Let your knee fall away. Hold on to the top. Take some circles with your right hip. And pause and then go the other way. Bring your thigh in towards your ribs and then stretch the leg up. Press your thigh into your hands, draw the hands back against your thigh. And now bend and straighten the leg. And press your leg up. Put a slight bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. And then keep your thigh at your ribs, walk your hands up towards your ankle, and then straighten the back of the right leg. Bring the arch of the right foot to your left knee. Take a block out about left hip height. And then take the knee over to the left. Press out through the bottom of your left foot. Extend your right leg out to the side. Let it rest on your block. You can feel the stretch in the glute and the other hip. And then bend your knee, bring your foot back to your, bring the right knee, bring your foot back to the left knee, and lower the right knee out to the side. Pause here as if you're in tree pose. Bring both feet to the floor. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Take your feet slightly wider than hip distance. Press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release, and then take the feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes in towards one another. Press the feet, press the back into the mat. And release, and with the feet as wide as your mat, rock your knees and take them a little deeper. And then take the knees all the way over to the right. Come back up to the middle and take them all the way over to the left. Come back up to the middle. Take your left shin over the right knee. Use your left hand to roll open your left hip. And then use the hands on your knees and draw the knees in, or you can slide your hands between the legs, between the opening between the legs. And just gently rock your knees in and out. And then hug your knees in. Keep the belly soft. Lower your right foot to the floor. Cross the left leg all the way over. Bring your knees in. Again, soften your belly. And just gently rock the knees in and out. And then lower your right foot to the floor. Take your left arm out to a T. Draw the knees over to the right. Take your gaze to the left if your neck is okay. Otherwise, you can keep it at the ceiling. Come back up to the middle. Extend your arms and legs. Stretch the body. Point your toes. Do a pelvic tilt. And then bring the arms down. Bring the feet back to the floor. Take your right shin over the left knee. Use your right hand to roll open your right hip. And then draw the knees into your chest. Gently rock the knees in and out. And then hug your knees in. Lower the left foot to the floor. Cross the right leg all the way over. And then bring your knees in. Keep your belly soft as you gently rock the knees in and out. And then hug the knees in. Lower the left foot to the floor. Take your right arm out to a T. Take the knees over to the left. Your gaze can be over your right shoulder or at the ceiling. Come back up to the middle. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Rock your knees from side to side. Stretch the arms, stretch the legs. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, roll to one side, and let's come up. Come to sit on your mat. Bring your hands to your knees. And just think about your shoulders being over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Just take a couple of breaths in and out. Then you can open your eyes, take your arms to your sides, press the fingertips down, and then release. Walk the hands out, press the fingers down, and release. Walk the fingers out, press the fingers down, and release. Reach up with your left arm and stretch out to the right, and then come back up. Reach up with your right arm. Stretch out to the left. Good. And come back up. Reach up with the left arm. Walk out to the right and round your ribs towards the floor. Inhale and open up. Good. Round the ribs. Inhale and open. And round your ribs. And come all the way up. Reach up with your right arm. Walk out to the left. Curl the ribs towards the floor. Inhale and open. Curl your ribs towards the floor. Inhale, open up. And curl the ribs towards the floor. And come all the way back up. Bring your hands to your knees and round your back. And lift your chest. Round your back. And lift your chest. And round your back. And lift your chest. And while I plug in my laptop, because the battery will die if I don't. I forgot to do it. Okay. Let's just make some torso circles. So just go from front to back, moving all the front, back, and sides of the body, moving the spine. And then pause and go in the opposite direction. And then come back to the middle. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Take your right hand behind you. Draw the navel in, soften your lower back, and twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back through the middle. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Soften the belly, soften the lower back. Exhale, twist, ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the middle, bring your hands to your knees, round your back. And lift your chest. And then slide forward. Press your palms down, lift your chest. And then walk yourself up. Take your legs out in front of you, slide the heels. And then hold on behind your knees, draw them in, and then take them wide. And roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And then slide forward. Walk to your right leg, take your left hand to the outside of the right leg and just pause here, feel that nice stretch on the left side of the body. Walk back through the middle and take the right hand to the outside of the left leg and pause here, feel the stretch. And then come back through the middle. Walk yourself up. Hold on behind your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. And let your knee, bring your hands behind you, let your knees drop out to the sides. Bring your feet flat to the floor, rock the knees from side to side. And extend your left leg. Bring the right foot into your left thigh. Hinge forward. And then walk yourself up. Twist to your bent knee. And twist to your straight leg. And then come back to the middle. Take your left leg out wide. You guys who are facing Peggy and Tish, turn to face the wall there. Because and Tish, you might need something under your knee. So make sure that your left knee is going to be on your mat. And I'll show you what we're going to do. So we're just going to inhale and lift up. Oh, you promised me. It's hard. It's not easy. Bring your bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Take your left hand, sweep it down in front of you and come up onto your right knee. You can just stretch if you don't want to do, stretch sideways, Tish. Sideways. Yeah. There you go. That's it. All right. And now come down. How hard was that? And forward. Very tricky. Was that too much? All right. Let's do it again. Inhale. Lift up. Good. And exhale. Lower. Hinge forward. One last time. Inhale. Lift up. All right. Now's the hard part. Lift your back leg up. If you can. If not, keep it on the floor. And then lower down and come all the way back down. Bring both legs out in front. Slide your heels, tap the legs. Take your left foot in front, slide forward. Right. Left foot into your thigh. Right foot straight, right? Right leg straight, left leg in. Got it. And hinge forward. Walk yourself up. Twist to your bent knee. And twist to your straight leg. Come back to the middle. Take your right leg out wide. Make sure your left knee is going to be on the mat. Take your left hand to the outside of the left knee. Right hand sweeps down. Lift up. And then exhale. Whoops. And lower down. I got one in my calf. Okay. And then come back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. You guys are doing fine. And if you can't laugh, inhale, lift up. And then if you want to try, take the right leg up. Good. And then lower the right leg. Come back down. Take your legs out in front of you. Slide your heels. All right, I'll put you out of your torture. Come on up to your hands and knees. We're almost done. Round your back. Inhale and lift your chest. And round your back. And lift your chest. And if you have a blanket down, take the blanket off your mat. As much as I hate to do this, I have to take my socks off. So if you do have socks on, we'll remove them. You won't slip. And let's step the right foot forward. Linda, why don't you face me? Okay, or maybe you don't want to. Step your right foot forward. And then slowly come up and reach your arms up. Bring your left hand across to your right thigh. Reach up with the right arm and bend left. Good. And then come back up, bring your hands down to the floor, step the right foot back, step your left foot forward. Inhale, take your arms up. Pleasant lunge. Bring your right hand to the left thigh. Reach up with the left arm and bend to the right. And then come back up. Bring your hands to the floor. Whoops. Bring your hands to the floor. Curl the toes on the right foot. Come forward to forward fold. Have your blocks in front of your toes and underneath your shoulders. And bring your hands onto your blocks for forward fold. And then bend and straighten your knees. And bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands to the floor. And then slowly begin to straighten your leg. Slowly come all the way up. Reach your arms up. And exhale the arms down by your side. Pause here for a moment in Tadasana. Bring your hands to your hips. Step back with your right foot. Bring your right foot onto the mat. Stagger your feet. So maybe the left foot is at the edge of your mat. And then turn the right hip forward and the left hip back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach your arms up. Bend your left knee. Warrior one. Hinge forward. Take your arms behind you. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale. I'm going to bend your front knee back up. There you go. Exhale, hinge forward. Let your torso rest on your thigh. Bring your hands to interlace your hands. Let them rest on your lower back. You can keep them right here and reach your knuckles towards the wall behind you. Or if you want, you can take the arms up with the knuckles towards the ceiling for humble warrior. Release your arms down to the floor. Step your right foot forward. And slowly roll yourself back up. Reach your arms up. Exhale the arms by your side. Bring your hands to your hips. Step back with the left foot. Bring your right foot towards the edge of your mat. Linda and Barbara, turn your heel a little bit so that your back toe is pointing more towards me. A little bit more, Linda. Good. Good. And Debbie, even you, turn your foot a little bit, your back foot. There you go. Perfect. Okay, now it makes it easier to turn your hips forward. Reach your arms up. Bend your right knee. Warrior one. Good. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale and lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. One more time. Exhale, fold forward. Interlace your hands behind you. Again, they can stay right here. Stretch the knuckles towards the wall behind you.
or if your shoulders are okay, you can reach the knuckles up towards the ceiling, lower your head for humble warrior. Release the interlace of your hands, bring your hands to the floor, step the left foot forward, and then slowly inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms up, exhale your arms to your side. And then let's come to the center of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Press down into your right big toe and big toe mound. Find a focal point and fix your gaze. Bring your left foot either to your ankle, your calf, or if it's in your practice, you can bring it all the way up into your thigh. And then when you're ready, you can take your arms up. And then lower your arms, lower your leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Find your focal point. Press down into the left big toe and big toe mound. And then take your right foot either to your ankle, your calf, or again, if it's comfortable for you and you practice this, you can bring it all the way up into your thigh. And then when you're ready, just take your arms up. Whoops. Not working for me today. There we go. And then lower your arms and lower your leg. And take your feet about hip distance apart. Just make a few circles with your hips. And then pause and go the other way. And then step to the top of your mat. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your feet back. You can either cross your ankles and roll over your ankles, or just take your knees to the side to come down onto your back. Hold on behind your knees as you roll yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And then bring the feet to the floor. Extend your legs. Extend your arms. Point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. Exhale your arms down by your sides, and you can prepare for Shavasana. So bring yourself down onto your mat. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Let your body relax. Let your muscles be soft. Feel your back body resting heavily on the mat.
Now please begin to bring some movement back into the bodies. You wiggle your toes, your fingers, circle the wrists, and stretch your body. Bring your knees to your chest. And roll to your right side. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. A long, slow, complete breath out. Gently press your left hand into the floor and bring yourself up to sit comfortably. With your hands at the center of your chest, you lower the head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can join me if you like. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and your light within you guide your way. Namaste.